Hey guys, Uncle John here, unclejonssoap.com. So, got a question for you guys. Okay, so I have this channel. It's mainly about soap making, bath and body type stuff, having that type of business, making those products, whether it's for hobby or work or whatever. And you've seen, if you've been around the channel any length of time, that I've added other things like, I did a brief workout thing. I haven't completely quit working out, but I haven't been as faithful to it as I should be. Um, if you could see a full body shot, you'd know that. Anyway, so my question is, I have other interests and hobbies, and I really thought about one of the. Let me tell you what that is. So one of them is, and it's a slight obsession, but not too bad. Part of it is camping. And when I say camping, okay, so like you have glamping, which is total nothing but camper, campsites, all that stuff. Then you have the real far extreme, which is survivalist, bushcraft, that type of stuff. I'm somewhere in the middle. I like to take things from each camp, so to speak. That was bad. And, like I like my camper. I have a 1975 Terry travel trailer. Vintage. I'm not afraid to scratch it. I'm not afraid to, modify it inside. I'm not going to take a brand new, $30,000 camper and start, moving walls and drilling into it and things like that. This here, I'm not afraid to hurt it a little bit. It's old. It's survived almost, it's been around almost as long as I have. It's tough and I like it. It's cool. I'm not into appearances. I'm not into, looking cool and having all the latest, greatest tech. I like to have a little bit of tech, a little bit of old school, things like that. But I also like the roughing it camping too, which I didn't do for years. I avoided it because, I'm old, I'm fat, my back always hurts. So, backpack camping, was a little bit of a challenge. But in the spirit of trying to get back in shape, and I have kids that really like the idea of it, we've been going back and forth. I've been teaching my boys and Anna, the 8-year-old. I've been teaching her a little bit too, basic knot tying, splitting wood, starting a fire. Next we're getting ready to work on how to cook over a campfire. Usually it's me or one of the teenage kids that does that, or my wife. And I want them to learn it too. So, you know, I'm kind of one of those guys that I take a little bit from every aspect and I make it my own. It's what I feel like doing. It's what I enjoy, things like that. The long way around that I just took is to ask you guys, I would like to do some videos about that stuff. Split the channel into playlists. I mean, you'll still get notified if I do a video about that topic. But if you were to go and look on the channel at the different playlists, there will be soap making, there will be workout stuff, there will be camping stuff, things like that. What is your feeling about that? Is that going to bug you if you start getting notifications and it's not necessarily a soap making video? My goal is to still do at least one soap making related video per week, 1 to 2, which is better than track record than I've had in the last 2 years. Anyway, but I also would like to do a once a week on camping, bushcraft, self-reliance, DIY camping type stuff. So let me know what your feelings are on that. You can comment down below. You can shoot me an email and, read me the riot act. Or if you really like the idea or enjoy it, and you can tell me that too. Or if you're somewhere in the middle, you just don't care, you can just kind of ignore that notification when it comes in. Tell me that too. I really want to know before I start doing this, because here's the deal. Starting a separate channel is a whole lot harder maintenance wise to keep up with 2 separate YouTube channels. But I'd really like to do the videos because I think there are people that would get things out of it. I'm a simple guy. A lot of people would say I'm really simple. But anyway, I'm simple. I try to stay as realistic as possible about things. I'm not some pie in the sky, I'm going to go be a pioneer man kind of thing, which there are guys on YouTube like that. And that's great. They have the means, they have the time, they have the skills. I don't have all the skills, But, some of these things that I will need to relearn or learn from scratch, it'd be kind of nice if, people that are interested in that stuff can learn alongside me, with me, just like my kids. There's some stuff that we're going to learn together. Up until about 3 weeks ago, I didn't know how to do a trucker's hitch knot. And we learned that together. And that's cool. Which it's nice to know how to do something other than a granny knot that you can't get untied when you need to pack up and go home. So anyway, long-winded, I know. Forgive me for that. But let me know what your feelings are on that. Nothing against you guys. I mean, I'm going to make my own decision either way in the end, but I will take into account people's feelings on it. So I don't want to do a separate poll on a website and things like that. I'm going to kind of go by thumbs up, votes, and comments, positive and negative comments, and sort of compile all that data. And I will take that into account. I'm not saying that I won't do it. I'm not saying that I will do it, but I do want to take your feelings into account since you guys are my subscribers. And thank you so much. We just passed 20,000 subscribers and I didn't even notice it. So that is cool. I never knew so many people like to watch a fat guy with a beard talk. So anyway, let me know what your feelings are on that. And, some of that can be tied in with the soap making too. How to make soap, how to make candles, how to make an emergency oil lantern, for when the power goes out, things like that. And it's not something that you necessarily need to do. I don't want to be and I don't want to step on any of these guys' toes because I do like some of these guys on these other channels. I don't want to be some crazy prepper survivalist kind of thing. I do believe in being prepared to a certain extent, but I also don't think that our world is going to come crashing down around our ears all at once. It could happen, I guess. Maybe a meteor hits the earth and, we go back like the dinosaurs and start from scratch. But I'm not going to worry about that. Life's too short. My life expectancy is probably shorter than most because I carry all this weight around, and I don't want to waste my remaining years on this earth worrying about stuff like that. But I do like the fun aspect of it, the fun aspect of being able to do something. Do I need to build a fire with a bow drill, old school Native American style? No. Is it cool to know how to do it? Yeah, it's kind of neat. Most people don't need to make their own soap. But it's cool to be able to say, if I wanted to or needed to, yeah, I can make my own soap. So let me know what you think down below. You can always email me at unclejonssoap@gmail.com. I would probably start another email account. I don't know. We'll see. Comments are usually the easiest way for me to deal with things, but people do like to email me. If I do those videos, I'll probably use the other email to field longer questions and things like that I really can't answer in comments necessarily. And I'll come up with a name for that. We'll keep it tied into the Uncle John's theme. Uncle John's will be the parent company to this, so to speak. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day, and let me know what you think.